How's it going, everyone? It's Johnny Beard here with an episode of Streamer Stories Podcast. My guest today is a legend of a Welshie. It's only MissOoky. Hello, hello.
Hello. Hiya.
Hello. How you doing?
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing. How are you doing?
I'm doing. We're both doing.
We're doing.
It's been a day. We were literally just talking about this offline. We're like, oh, how are you? It's been a day.
Yeah.
Let's
horrors of life.
Yes, the horrors, but we want to talk about horrors for gaming. Like, we can have some escapism for an hour. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
MissOoky, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. You're a wonderful being, and I'm so happy I finally got to meet you IRL, obviously last year as well. So, and you're just wonderful. Like, I really appreciate. I love your content. I love your uniqueness to what you do. And yeah, thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm really excited to be part of this.
Let's go. So obviously I know who you are, but for those who don't know who MissOoky is, do you want to give an introduction and tell us where you can find you on social media as well?
I'm a caps lock screaming lady on the internet who yells a bit too much, plays a bit too many things. I'm an artsy-fartsy person, a parent to 2 ferrets, and you can hunt me out on Twitch, YouTube, you name the social, I'm somewhere there, usually. All under MissOoky.
Amazing. Oh,
everywhere.
Let's go.
Like a plague.
A ferret plague.
Yeah.
The nice kind.
Noodles everywhere. Everyone needs to know about the long noodly kids.
Absolutely. They're wonderful. And I've been loving your recent golf playing as well. It's been incredible. Yeah. I had to double take on it. I was like, oh, okay.
You and me both. Try being in my house, walking past my mirrors, and be like, oh, yeah, that's me.
I kind of had to do that when I wear my Tifa bikini. So yeah. Mm-hmm. But normally I'm like, oh no.
oh yes, that's his reel.
Oh yes, I am still wearing that. Okay.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's now though. We're not talking about now. We're going to backtrack. We're going to go back to Babanod if we're going to talk Welsh. So it's not a word you use very often. Anyway. I don't remember the last time I said the word Babanod.
Baban baby.
Let's talk about Welsh children. Let's talk about us as a child. So MissOoky, what was your first memories of seeing games, playing games? Was it seeing then playing? Or what's your relationship with that growing up?
For me, it was watching my father play games. Okay. I can't remember the exact consoles, but I have vivid memories of the games he played, and he would let me have a go. So, it's known. I am dyspraxic as heck, autistic. I have a couple of other things, but, they're all just things that make mobility and conversation kind of difficult for me. And so my father decided to take it upon himself to try and find a way to help with my dyspraxic issues, which was hand-eye coordination. I couldn't tie my shoelaces, couldn't hold forks, couldn't even hold a pen. I was a very late bloomer with a lot of basic skills. And he noticed when I was watching him play games that I was really into it. So he would pass me the controller, and he noticed that my hand-eye coordination would get better every single time we play games because, you're using both hands to do stuff. So my father was the reason why I got into gaming. And first I was watching him play all sorts, and to me, they're all flashing pictures. But I remember specific games that he let me have a go of, and one of them was an old-school, side-scrolling pixel game of Jurassic Park. I remember that like yesterday. I don't even know which one it is, what console it was on. I just remember seeing all the little pixels appear, and I'd be like, Jurassic Park, and you just have your little car, and then next thing you're running and pew-pewing. Very minimal memories. So it must have been really early in my life to not know anything about it. But then it eventually upgraded from console to PC gaming, and that's when we evolved as a family. It was great.
Yes. Not just dinosaur evolution, we had PC evolution. Let's go.
Oh, yes. It was brilliant. So good. So good. I have such fond memories of watching my dad play things like GTA, Tomb Raider, Far Cry. One of my most favorite memories is watching him load up Far Cry 2 and looking at me dead in the eye and going, this is the future of gaming. It can't get better than this because the graphics were insane. And we were both sat there geeking out like, oh my God.
Oh my word, that's some
Yeah.
wonderful memories. I love
Mm.
that. Let's go. You mentioned dyspraxia, like my son's got dyspraxia. Like not many
Mm.
people have heard of it.
Yeah, it's
So
surprising, to be
yeah,
honest.
it's
Yeah.
yeah, bless. Yeah, he got diagnosed when he was about like 5. So
Mm.
yeah, I can relate somewhat, obviously from an outside perspective. So yeah,
Yeah.
but wow, I love that. That's so wonderful, so wholesome in so many ways. Like again, it helping you
Yeah.
with your dyspraxia, helping you with your hand-eye coordination, relationship with father, and yeah, the future of oh my
Yeah.
god, that's a wonderful start. I love that. That's
Yeah.
one of my favorite beginnings of this podcast I think I've ever
Yeah. I'm
heard.
very lucky for it, to be honest with you, because like my father was a shift worker, so I wouldn't see him for 4 days, and then he'd have 2 days off. And so those times when he'd be off, he'd be playing games. And that would be when it'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go and watch my dad play games because it's something I really like. And then,
Oh,
get invited to join in. It was just really nice on like
that,
school nights to just sit with him.
that's so
It's
lovely.
really cush.
That's so lovely. I love that.
Yeah.
So we don't know. Have you looked into what Jurassic Park it might be? You not done?
I
Not
did,
looked?
and then I forgot the name of it. And then
Oh
I
no!
remember this other Jurassic Park because every time I look it up, I remember the other one that had, at the time, the most awesome hitboxes in any gaming. And that was when it was like a 3D shooter. And you're actually on the island. I remember you play as a woman because I remember the first time you looked down and you got feet and chests, and I was like, oh my god, I'm a woman.
Yes.
But I can't remember which one it was. Do you know?
No,
Do you have any?
If it was the
Oh,
female lead, no, because I mean, my childhood, like my Jurassic Park game was on
yeah.
the Sega Mega Drive,
It
like
might have been that one.
because for me, like one of the most famous parts of that for me was obviously you got like Sonic going Sega. You had like a
Hmm.
T-Rex going Sega.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
And like I mean, if it's the Sega Mega Drive one, it was rock solid hard.
Hmm.
And the first level is you're in the jungle and you're playing as like Sam Neill's character in the blue top and the
Yeah.
white pants.
Yeah, it's
And
exactly that one.
yeah, oh, if it's that one, like yeah, I can relate. It's that one. Oh my goodness me! But they did like loads of
Mm,
Jurassic Park games, so it is hard
they
to kind of
did.
pinpoint which one. I played that on
Exactly.
stream about 2-3 years ago, actually.
Do you have pod?
No, it was like
Ah!
I did like a 12-hour retro special, and we'd like spin a
Yeah.
wheel, and it came out. So yeah. Oh no, I don't have
Maybe
that
one day
board.
in the future. Again.
Yeah, I think I might own it on my. Because I got a load of my Mega Drive games, so I think I might have it downstairs. But I usually emulate, so
Yeah.
yeah, just easy.
Easy. Yeah.
Sorry, emulist. Sorry, purist. Sorry.
I mean, it is true. It is a lot easier.
But oh yeah, that's a major part of my childhood. If it's that one, like it
Mm.
was so hard, and it was I was quite scared because they are
Mm.
quite because they're so obviously the dinosaurs they're huge. So
Yep.
like that was one of my first like Mega Drive games, and it was like oh my god, they're terrifying.
It
So
was really scary. I remember having a little bit of nightmares.
yeah,
It was just too real 5 me, even though it's 2D pixels, but still too real.
yeah.
Imagination would wear away from you.
Possibly, I might have been in my head looking at that game, going, "This is the future of gaming as well," because the graphics were really good back then.
They
So
were. They really were.
I think every generation says it. And although I do feel sorry for the newer generational people because I don't know how much further we can't get much further than this now. We've surely hit peak
I
graphics, right? I don't know.
I feel like we're hitting peak, but I feel like we're about to have a massive branch going back to our old gaming roots of very artistically driven games again,
Yes.
because we're going so hard into realism, which is great. I love it. I love seeing how real that we can trick our brains into being like not uncanny valley land anymore. But I feel like we're about to go into a real big art direction route where it's like we can't push that any further right now, but why don't we take it back to really cool silhouettes of characters and things again? You
Yeah.
know?
Like
I think we're about to
I think you're
I
right.
hope anyway. I miss those days of really dynamic, like looking worlds like Rayman and all that.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Mm.
Like the roguelike scene is really going strong, and obviously that's still got the retro-esque appeal, hasn't it? But like, I mean, I'm a big RPG guy, and seeing like games like Clair Obscur, very artistically driven, and yet it's got turn-based mechanics, and it's like, oh, these new RPGs don't have turn-based. We all want action. No, this is like a massive turn-based RPG, and it's like, yay! So I think so. I think you're right. I think we are
Yeah.
U-turning somewhat.
Yeah, going back into the roots of it, which not mad at. It'd be
Not at
interesting to
all.
see how old becomes modern, to be honest. Kind of exciting thought.
Definitely.
Mm.
So you mentioned some fantastic titles there. So you were predominantly then a PC kid, really, weren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I had a few consoles, but
Yeah.
mostly as soon as my father got the PC, and then eventually it was a hand me down to me. Oh, my world
Oh,
opened.
dangerous.
Yeah. Oh.
The power's mine. Amazing.
Unfiltered gaming whenever I want. Heck yeah. I even remember the first game I had my first ever all-nighter on.
What was that? What was that?
It's so dumb, but for my birthday, one of my friends got me Sims 1,
Okay.
and I
Yes.
remember playing it, and I turned it on, and I was like, "Oh, this is fun. This is easy. This is a bit stressful, but this is nice." And then I don't know what happened. You know, when you used to have your single monitor, you wouldn't have like the clock on it or anything like that.
Yeah.
You just have what's playing. And next thing I knew, I blinked. It was morning. My mother's like, "It's time to wake up, Ooky." And I'm like, "What? I haven't slept."
Oh my god.
And that was my first ever all night. It was on Sims 1 of all games I was playing at the time. It had to be that one. I
I
just
love that.
blinked and gone. Yeah.
I love that. I hope you don't mind me revealing your small secret that you were playing that just before we came on the podcast
Yeah.
today. I hope you don't mind me saying that.
It back up. No.
Yeah.
It's my hidden shame of all the games I've
No.
played. Sims just latches me.
No, not a shame at all. Absolutely not.
I mean, they released the Legacy Collection, so how can I not now? It's so easily accessible.
Yeah, I was just reading actually only in this last week or so. Like they're saying they're not going to make a Sims 5. That like, what's the point? We don't need to.
Hey, I think they're gonna do a Sims 5 eventually because Sims 4, it's getting to the point that's what happened to Sims 3, where there's becoming so many new DLCs that their base game isn't able to hold all of those new things. So it's starting to break in places like the most recent content for it, DLC. It's starting to corrupt game files.
Okay.
And although that happens, I want to say every other patch, it seems, it's starting to happen more frequently. And that's what happened to Sims 3, is that there was so much DLC for it, it was starting to break it. So they keep saying, like, oh no, we're not going to do a Sims 5. But Sims 4 is breaking. So it's like,
man.
you sure you don't want to update the engine? Are you sure? I think you should, to be honest. But
Wow.
we'll see. They say no
Indeed.
5, but they might just go, you know what, let's just go back and just call it Sims 5. Sims, just Sims, nothing
Yeah.
else. So who knows? They might be like, no Sims 5, but this name.
Yeah. Goodness. God. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, when it comes to like Sims, like, do you have like one thing I always love about like 90s and the early 2000s PC gaming is the boxes. There was like, did you have like that the Sims box and stuff like that? It was infamous, wasn't it? Yeah.
They were brilliant. I miss old like hardware, like actually getting a disc and taking it out of its film, and it'd be the nice chunky box, and then there's always loads of like menus and things like that, and games coming out. Oh my god, I miss the game coming out leaflets.
Yes.
They used to come with. I'm so mad we don't get that anymore because
Yeah.
so many games underneath my bed. I keep them all under my bed and just pulling them out and be like, oh look, Dino Crisis is coming out.
Yes. Yeah. For only $29.99.
Those are the days.
Oh, I remember like I remember this. I just loved the old catalogs like Argos and like we had a Ace catalog and stuff like that. Where's Ace catalog gone anyway? But like seeing all like the Nintendo 64s and all the control pad colors, and then like the Game Boys, you had the see-through Game Boy and the see-through control pad. Yeah.
So cool. It's so sad that we don't really have much. I mean, it's because of the internet, which is both great things and bad things, but it's like less physical media. And I don't know about you, but I love holding things in my hands, especially for like games that have so much, you know, when they touch your heart, oh, sappy, but like when they touch your heart a bit, it's nice to have the physical copy to be like, this is the boy, the baby must keep, you know? And I kind of, it makes me sad that we don't have physical copies alongside digital copies. I understand why, blah, 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 climate, blah, 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 money, blah, blah, blah. But what about having an actual physical copy to go alongside the digital copies?
Yeah.
It's sad.
What frustrates me more so is more that it's not even cheaper to get it digital. It's the same price.
No.
So I would happily pay an extra £5 for the box for the physical if it was a given as a choice. But it's not. It's like, the choice is taken off you. But if it is the choice is there, then it's the same price anyway. Like,
it is.
Yeah, it's a shame.
It's a bummer. It's like the only thing I can think of at the moment that I buy physical copies for in modern gaming is Switches. Because I like having the little case with the disc, and it's the only thing that really is always physical, other than like, PlayStation and Xbox. But it makes me so sad that they make such tall cases. Yeah, there's no leaflets in it.
Yeah.
What's the point? And they got the little clip for it, but there's nothing in it. It's like, sizes.
Yeah. And that's why I love like companies like Limited Run that are really starting to, really put it into the consumer's hands almost, aren't they? So yeah. Okay. So Sims. So when I come to a section that we talk about like being on a remote island, you can only have 3 games with you. Yeah, let's ask the question properly. So it's basically, if you're stuck on a remote island, you can only bring 3 games with you onto that island. You can play online. You can do DLCs. You can do, well, in this case, expansion packs if it is Sims anyway. What would those games be? Would it be Sims? Would it be others? What would you think?
Oh, it'd have to be Sims 2, the best of the entire franchise, because of the replayability. And if I'm stuck there, I've got endless looping of playability. 2 other ones. See, I'm not much of an online gamer, so I wouldn't have to worry about online games or the internet connection being absolutely travesty because I'm nowhere. So I would have to say, I want to choose one of my GameCube games. I would choose, because I'm currently playing it for the very first time, despite owning it since I was a kid. I'm finally doing a Legend of Zelda run.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And I've got Mario Double Dash that came with Legend of Zelda, and on that disc it had the original 2 plus Ocarina of Time plus Majora's Mask and 20-minute demo of Wind Waker.
Oh, and wow.
If I can choose that particular disc, that's like 4 games in one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Little cheeky hack there.
Yeah, like I'm surprised I've not had enough people on this podcast go, oh yeah, the Sega Mega Drive collection with 40 games on it, or something like that.
Think smarter.
Yeah, come on, guys, God, I give you free reign on this podcast.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking retro, then we're talking discs. So does it count? It's on a disc.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a solid choice.
Yeah.
And then your third. What would your third be?
Ooh, that's a tricky one. I would probably say a game I was never able to beat, but I thoroughly enjoyed it every single time I played it, and that would be Black and White 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice. I've not played that one yet. I played Black, but not Black and White 2. So
you should play Black and White 2. It's like, well, it's just an advancement of the original.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Never been able to beat them, either of them, but they're both great.
Nice.
Being God, you got your consciences thin. They've been like, oh, you're gonna sacrifice that one, are you? No, don't sacrifice that one. Oh, but I might feed it to my dog.
Oh my God, that sounds really dark.
Good game.
That's just like, I kind of want to clip that. I want to clip that out of context and make it say, what game is Ooky talking about? They wouldn't be guessing Pokemon, that's for sure.
No, definitely not Pokemon. But it is playing God.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, God.
Quite literally. Yeah. Probably that one.
So Sims, a Zelda game on the GameCube with multi-pack, and then a Pokemon game. Nice. That's I love that. Let's go.
Oh no, it wasn't Pokemon. It was literally called Black and White 2.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you meant Pokemon Black and White 2.
Lion's Head game. Way back when.
Yes, oh my God.
I was not into Pokemon back then. I am now.
Oh my good God. Yeah. I'm embarrassed now. Yeah,
I
forgot all about well, you're supposed to be kind of playing God as Pokemon in a certain way, but no, you're literally playing God in Black and White.
Yeah. Actual consciences sat there. A little angel guy with a big bushy beard and a literal little demon.
Yeah.
With, like, forked feet and everything and horns.
Goodness me.
Great.
I never played those. No, never played them.
Well, there we go. Now you got homework. They're very they're buggy, obviously, because they're years and donkeys old now. But It's one of the. I've never ever seen anyone try to take the concept and modernize it because it was a Lion's Head game. So obviously we all know Lion's Head isn't existent anymore because of EA. But I have never seen anyone do a god simulation game, but it's not like, say, modern day religion version. It was more like a Greek kind of vibe, I'd say, or something along those lines. I've just never seen anyone go, all right, you got your angel guy there who's going to try and guide you morally into the good, and you've also got your bad guy there, and there's a karma system, and you actually have followers, and you got to try and help them out, and there's war, and you command these giant animals to do your bidding, and they are like representatives of yourself.
Yeah.
It's really heavy, but it's really good.
I remember it coming out, but I never played it. So I remember it now. You mentioned it, but yeah, I never did play it. So that sounds really Why don't they, that's a concept that I think is sadly not around. Is games that have really cool concepts that maybe were a little bit janky that could be properly remade or remastered and be incredible. Whereas they always remake the goat games almost.
Yeah. Literally, it just makes me so sad because, we got so many games from yesteryears, which, let's be honest, have become abandonware because the companies have either been bought out or they just don't exist anymore or they've gone in a completely different direction. So it makes me kind of sad that, like, how wonderful the indie community is, making all these wonderfully eccentric games. And same with AAAs now going into a bit of a formula. Why doesn't anyone take a risk of trying to modernize an old abandoned game and do it their way? Such as Black and White. Please, someone out there, make a Black and White. I would love another Black and White.
Yes.
So eager for another.
Do
I just want to play God again.
Yes. Just give Ooky her wish, please.
Yeah.
She'll be a responsible god. Don't worry.
It's true. I'll make sure to make my giant wolf lots of head pats and then maybe feed it a couple of followers.
Yeah, one or two. Nothing. Yeah. Okay. So, so when it comes to games that you're playing at the moment, then what you're playing at the moment, how much of that time is spent on stream? How much of that is spent like offline? What's your ratio ish, at the moment? Yeah, what are you playing?
Right, on stream, I just mentioned it, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Ocarina, sorry. I keep calling it Ocarina. I add an extra to it. I don't know why, but my brain just goes Welsh. I'm like, no, it's not Ocarina. It's Ocarina. Ocarina of Time. Finally playing that for the first time. So that's my current stream game. Then on the side of that, I also do YouTube content. So at the moment, I'm playing through Subnautica as a flip side. Offline, however, I just finished Elden Ring with two of my friends, Dan and Ulragol. And we just finished the DLC and all that. So now that's freed up too much time. Then another thing I'm playing, because I play too much, but also not enough time to play games, Infinity Nikki, because I like running around. Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it, yeah. I was literally having this conversation about a week ago about it. Yeah. I've not played it, but I know about it, yeah.
The best gacha game ever. I hate gachas, but I love Infinity Nikki. Cute dresses everywhere. And then, what was the other one I was playing at them? Oh, yeah, Sims. Just picked back up recently. I try to, split my time up evenly, because I do a lot of gaming on stream and for the YouTube. But then I don't often get left with a lot of time to play games myself. Which is why I never ever play very many online games, because I just don't have the time to sit down and dedicate to a group of people to be like, right, we're going to play games, because it's so final. So I do try to play games in the shadows, but usually how I try to do it is I choose one big game and just binge that for the whole year and maximize my time with it, like a 10 minutes here, half an hour there, as and when I can. So like Cyberpunk, that took me over a year to finish. Red Dead Redemption 2 took me a year and a half because it was just 10 minutes here, half an hour there, just doing little tiny. So I'd say I game more on stream than I do offline these days, which is a shame.
Yeah.
But it's just how it works out.
Yeah. I unfortunately have a similar conversation quite a lot on the podcast. It is. I think we all want to do more offline, but it's just hard, isn't it, to find the time to separate it. And I totally get it when it comes to finding that time. I barely play games offline anymore. Like I mostly spend time nowadays if I play a game offline, and it's not offline, but like I play it in like the Discord. Like it's not on stream, it's with like the
Yeah.
community or whatever, so even though it's not offline at all, it's the opposite. But for me, that almost becomes an offline game because there's you just play it almost chill. You don't have to perform in front of a camera and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like chilling with your friends in front of the TV.
Yeah,
That sort of vibe. I get
100%.
it.
The only thing I play offline nowadays, you mentioned Mario Kart Double Dash, so we've been booting up our Wii recently, our Nintendo Wii, and I for the longest time forgot you can play GameCube games on it.
Yeah,
so
I didn't even know about that until like I started streaming and someone mentioned it. I was like, "You what?"
Yeah.
I had no idea because it had the little flip compartment, and then you have the four little things where you're supposed to stick the GameCube controller. I had no idea what it was for. Never read the instructions.
No.
It's like, okay, that's a thing. Great, wonderful. Would it be nice to know that?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So we've just got. So you mentioned it before. We got Double Dash.
Nice.
Because we've been playing Mario Kart Wii to the ground. I mean, we love it. It's great. It's amazing. But like, sure we could play another Mario game. Is there a Mario Kart Wii game that's not Mario Kart Wii? No. It's like, oh, Double Dash. We could play that. So yeah, I got us like two GameCube controllers. Me and my son play Mario Kart Double Dash. My wife sometimes as well. It's been interesting.
It's a really good one, I think. It's one of my favorite Mario racing games, actually. I want to play the new one, but, Switch 2. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, but yes. So, yeah. So, are you someone that has, like, been interested in, like, achievements, trophies? Is that something that you've always been interested in, or is this not something that that's really, dragged you in, so to speak?
Yeah. Funny enough, despite how much I love maximizing my time in games, and by that's like, I mean, when you're playing a game, but you see there's an area of the map you haven't explored, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna see what's there. I'm gonna do every single quest I possibly can in that area that I'm aware of. But I also play without guides, so it's like, what will be, will be. Despite the fact that I try to maximize my games, I'm not much of a achievement hunter at all. I don't really look at the achievements. I just do my own personal achievements in my head where I'm like, I did this today, hooray! However, I have done my first ever achievement hunt in one game. I haven't never 100%ed it. It was the first time I ever did like speed running and knife only challenges, and that was Resident Evil 8.
Oh my god! Wow, that took a turn not expected. Especially Village, like speedrunning Village. That's I've heard it's not the best. As in, it's not the easiest. I've heard.
Yeah. I don't even know how I ended up loving Village so much, but it just hit all the boxes. I love it when Resi goes back into like not modern times. I love it when they go off to a weird village, just like Resi 4. The moment that it gets modern, I'm like, bored now. I want to go back to when everything's all like antique-y and decrepit and just rotting everywhere. It's way cooler to me. It's way up my alley. So something about Village, I don't know what it was, but it spoke to me, and as soon as I finished it, I didn't even tell you this bit. When I went to run it, because I went to do it on stream, I let my chat convince me, because I was doing like a whole franchise run of Resident Evil at the time, so I went through every single one, and Village was the newest one. And my chat convinced me to play on the hardest difficulty as my first run.
Village Shadows, yeah.
Yeah, well, it was the one just beneath it, because that one was locked until you finish it.
Oh, yes,
It was like Nightmare or something, or hard mode, whatever. The hardest difficulty you could without it being Book of Shadows. And my community was like, oh, yeah, you should play on that, because you've played the others, and you'll think that medium's too easy for you, so you should do it that extra difficulty. I trusted them. You know that initial bit with the lichens all swarming you?
Oh, yeah.
It took me like 2 to 3 hours to get through that. And I just sat there going, what is this? How do you even get out? I don't even understand how you're supposed to survive. And it was only by luck I got through it. So despite that horrible start to the game where I wanted to pull my hair out, it latched me. And then at the end of it, I was like, I want to go again. Let's do my first ever knife run. And then I did my first ever knife run. Then we did the hardest difficulty, which is Book of Shadows. I was like, okay, that's cool. And then it was, I've never done a speed run before.
Oh my god!
And I managed to do it. It was scary though, because I was running it alongside one of my moderators at the time, who wanted to see if he could also do a speed run at the same time, which he's already done a few speed runs, so he knows the run, but it was like my first ever. I didn't really run it before. I was just gonna try and bomb through it as quick as I can. And he ran alongside me. And just as my credits started to roll, he went, "Oh, I don't think you got it because I just had my credits like 2 minutes ago, and I just went through the speed run and just got the achievement, just barely through my teeth." I was like, "Oh, we've lost it. I probably lost it in 2 minutes or something because he's just said he's finished it 2 minutes ago." Got through it through the skin of my teeth.
Let's go.
So that was
Amazing.
the only time I've ever done one. And I never want to do another one again because it was so stressful.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, the only game I've properly done speedrun is RE2, but the original,
Mm.
the 90s one, and it's so stressful. It's so
Mhm.
stressful. I'm like, oh god, I don't know. Yeah, like I've had people. Oh yeah, so I know I can do it, but I'm like, it's just so stressful for me. Like,
Yeah.
and when you're trying to not rage, you know,
Mhm.
you're like,
Yeah.
no, it's not good for my heart rate, you know.
Yeah. And try not to take it too personally if you do something wrong. It's like,
Yeah.
my fingers got slippery because I got sweaty.
Yeah, exactly. You criticize yourself so badly. No, what are you doing, you bastard? So yeah,
Exactly
it's
that.
yeah, but no, fair play. Like I said, I've heard Village is not easy to speedrun. I certainly remember it. So when it came
no.
out, but when it
Yeah.
came out, especially, I can't comment the last like year or two, but when it came out, I remember the speedrunning community kind of going, "This game is so much harder than RE7 to speedrun." And I was like, "Oh god,
Oh, I did something cool
you
then.
did something amazing."
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. But that's the thing. People like have to break the game, don't they, to get like really
Yeah.
really good score times and stuff like that, don't they? So I don't know. Maybe the last year or so, it's really cut down. But I remember for the longest time they were like, "It's a slog." I was like, "Oh, okay." Nothing to do with me. I'm not going to speedrun it because I found
Yeah.
Village to be quite hard. I really, I really enjoyed it, but I found it, yeah, quite
Yeah,
quite
it
a
is.
hard game.
It's quite a jump. I found 7 and 8 to be quite a jump from what like 6 was. Because 6 is very rudimentary. Go here, shoot that. Oh, we're
Yeah.
gonna run a little bit. Oh, look, it's a big open area. Gonna shoot a lot of things. And that was pretty much the formula of 6. And then
Basically.
7 was like, but what if we just make it really, really hard where you're not really sure where you're meant to go? Are you meant to go down here? Or are you gonna get your shoes shoved in your mouth? Who knows? Who
Yes.
knows? It was so much trickier not knowing, do I just need to survive for XYZ or do I need to murder?
Oh man, yeah.
Oh, good. 7
So-
is brilliant.
So is Village is RE8 your favourite? What's your favourite Resident Evil title?
I loved 8. There was something about 8 that had so much charm to it. There's still some things I have wish lists for about 8, and that was like we spent so much time with Lady Dimitrescu, and same with the end section. I felt like the middle could have been longer
Yeah.
with the dolls,
Yes.
and also what was his name, Mordecai or something, the fish boy.
Oh,
But, like
Moreau.
those areas Moreau, that's it. It's been years since I played it. But I felt like those areas could have been expanded upon just that little bit bigger because it was such a bite-sized, like, num, and that's it.
Yeah.
That was probably my only critique about it. My big wish list was just a bit longer. But I'd say 8 would be up there as my favorite. I almost want to say 4 just because I love the bit when you're going through the castle. I think it's really cool. It's really up my alley. The like shooting gallery, so much fun.
Yeah.
I don't think Ashley's as annoying as everyone makes out to be honest with you. But then the modern section brings it down a tier for me. I'd have to say Resident Evil 0
Oh,
has
okay.
so much love to me. I love it. There's something so daft about an opera singer leech person who's all like, oh, and leeches just turn up out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much challenging it is because compared to 1, you can easily soft lock yourself by leaving something behind because there is no boxes anywhere. There's just Billy. Billy is hilarious. Just mother love written down his arm. What an absolute pot of flannelness. I try my best not to swear. He's an absolute wet flannel. There's just something about that so quintessential of its era
Yeah.
that I just love 0.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the ones I feel like doesn't get as much love. I quite enjoyed a lot
No.
of the boss battles in it. I thought they were very fun.
You tend to find now that 0 tends to be towards the bottom of the list, really, for people nowadays. I find, like, if you were to put, I think 6 is at the bottom of most people's list, but then 0 is down there. It's kind of
It's hard because I like to think of them all in like one line because where one falls short, another does best.
Yeah.
Where another one does best, another one falls short in that sort of way. So it's really hard to rank them, I find, because they're all so unique from one another.
Yeah.
Even the early OGs 1 to 3, they're quite similar in gameplay, but they're also unique in story or characters that are introduced and enemies. So it makes it so hard to be like, "Ooh, which one is my favorite? Because I like this about this one, but I didn't like it about that. But then I liked it in this one, but not that." Like, I even enjoyed 6. I thought 6 wasn't as bad as people made out to be,
Yeah.
but it wasn't obviously the best one. Obviously not. But it was fun.
Yeah. I played 6 again last year for the first time in, Christ, I don't know what, 10 years, 12 years. And same. I found that 6 was a fine game. It was just a terrible RE title.
Yeah.
But I actually enjoyed it for the most part. I had a fun time with it. I think towards the end it was getting a bit of a slog, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's quite bloated. I think it's
Yeah.
the whole game.
They tried to do too much in one, I
Yeah.
think, where they just went, "How about multiples?" And it's like, you could have probably cut off a couple of characters, to be honest with you.
Oh man, yeah.
It does get a bit repetitive in places, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It's an alright game.
That's what I like
Alright.
about it. People criticize it, but and I completely understand the criticism, but people kind of forget a lot of the time with 6 is that it was intention. The intention was there to make it the biggest, baddest, most extreme, hardcore action horror Resident Evil game ever made. Like, they put so much into it, too much into it, but there was a lot of heart in there. I mean, it wasn't well presented, but it was there. They really tried.
Yeah, they really did. You can see it in every ounce of it, to be honest with you. It does fall short towards the end, like when you go to the later campaigns with the other characters. We can really see at the first campaign, the first initial run, how much they really wanted to go for it. But could it be constraints at the time? Whatever. It could be money. Who knows? But I don't think it's that bad. I really don't. I think it gets pooped on sometimes unfairly, but it's all, understandable. It's not for everyone.
No.
I don't think it's the worst.
So, are you someone that collects video game collectibles? I mean, I can see a couple behind you, just a couple,
Just a few bits and bobs here and there. I do have one particular favorite, but I'm not much of a collector in physical. I say that looking at my room. But I find a lot of collectibles for games. Oh, I'm an absolutely up my own bottom about quality.
Okay, yeah.
And I find a lot of things don't quite hit it for me in something. Sometimes it could look not good paint jobs, or it just isn't a good pose for something. It could be anything. But I'm such a snob. Such a snob with collectings. Yeah. But I do have a couple of favorites behind me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to... Can I ask what they are?
Yeah, of course you can. So one of them is you can see I got a few Living Dead dolls.
Yes.
Just a few. That one that's hugging the beer bottle, that's a silent nurse. So a Silent Hill nurse. It's a bobblehead nurse.
That's amazing that I can see it. Yes. Yeah. Oh my god.
Very unexpected collaboration, because they have done movie collaborations, Living Dead dolls. But I didn't expect them to do, of all the characters in Silent Hill, a bobblehead nurse, because it's so unusual in shape, because it's a whole new head cast and things. Oh, it's Grizzly as well. She's really bloody. Really bloody. And they kept quite true to the shapes and proportions with the first Silent Hill. It's great. No, sorry, second Silent Hill. Wow. Brilliant. And then personal number one favorite will have to be my mini portal gun.
Oh my god, what?
A mini portal gun.
That's amazing. Mm-hmm. Oh.
So you can actually turn it on and it goes boom and boom, and so you can change the colors with a flick of a switch in the handle, and it makes the noises.
Oh,
it's so good. And it comes with a little stand, so it gets a nice display piece. I bought it because
so cool.
Well, I was humming and ahhing about getting the life-size replica, but I was at university and I couldn't quite justify spending. At the time, the cheapest I could find was like 600 quid. Couldn't quite justify spending 600 quid on a life-size one, even though I totally could, but also that's 600 quid. And I had a lot of props to buy for what was going to be my final piece, the next project along. So I bought a mini portal gun to make it for my second final year video that was Portal inspired. So I
God,
was
that's
like, I'll have to
amazing.
buy a mini one to justify just getting a tiny one.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
So
I'm
I had a
so
prop.
jealous.
Good. It's
Yes.
brilliant. One of my favorite things in the entire world.
And what a game as well. I love Portal so much. Portal 1 and Portal 2.
Same.
So,
Have you
so good.
played Portal Mel Stories, the
No,
DLC?
no.
Well, it's not really DLC. It's custom content. It was made
Okay.
by somebody, but it's regarded as something that could be canon because it's how high quality it is. So you got like the Ratman comics and all that.
Yes.
So they're technically canon, even though they're not like canon to Valve, but by the fans, it's canon. And it's same with Portal Mail Stories. It's a brilliant DLC. Highly recommend doing it if you wanted more Portal, but with more story. I'm not going to say much more because I don't want to
Yes.
spoil it for you if you do pick it up. But I remember going through it and being like, oh, this is cool.
Oh my God.
It's not just maps of like, oh, it's more Portal maps and that's it. There's a lot of heart that went into making that. And you can tell
Amazing.
it was made by fans. It's great.
That's so
Yeah.
cool. That's so, so
Hmm.
cool. Goddamn. Okay. Right. So you mentioned like art, kind of, haven't you? Like we can't really talk about you, your channel, your community, your presentation, without talking about like your artwork and your art focused streams and stuff like that. So let's talk about that. Like, has that always been? I'm assuming that's been like a pre-streaming thing. Like, yeah, talk to us about it.
I've always been artsy fartsy. Always been. For the moment I could pick up a stick and draw in mud, or stealing my mum's pens and a bit of like cereal box and having a doodle. Always been artsy fartsy. Whereas my father introduced me to gaming and horror, my mother introduced me to like crafts and hobbies and like doing anything that's artsy fartsy because she's incredibly creative. And so it's always been an intrinsic part of myself to like express my feelings through creating. And so that naturally happened obviously when I went to start streaming was, oh, I need to make overlays, I need to make panels, I need to make emotes and things like that. So I just kind of used my hobby of making artwork. I say hobby, I was doing the odd commission here and there, but I just went, oh, what if I make that part of my thing? I could hire somebody to do it, but oh, I'm too poor. I'll make it myself. But I learned how to make it all myself and doodle things and make my own alerts and all things like that using WebM so that they stay transparent when you export them from After Effects. Plus, it was also a little bit of skills from my day job because I messed around with After Effects and a program called Nuke. So it was like a perfect amalgamation of day job, hobby into
Yeah.
new hobby. And then it just kind of went on from there, being like, you know what if I share my artwork and process of creating into my stream as well? So obviously that became a thing on Fridays, right? Doodle all the time. Yeah, so just natural progression, I guess, of just wanting to share more likes, things you like doing, innit?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Mhm.
100%. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. But I love it. Like, I love your style as well. Like, I think I mentioned it to you before, and when I met you IRL, that it really does remind me of certain. There's a certain like I can compare it like to World of Goo. That the second one came out this year actually. But like there's just there's a certain. I just love the style. I love the style. It's so unique in its own way. But
Oh, thank you.
it's just and again I've still got your. I don't know where they are, but I've still got your stickers somewhere that you gave me last year as well. So thank you for them. But yeah. I love that you've done all your own overlays and stuff like that. It's just it's just you, and it's wonderful.
Oh, thank you. I just felt like, streaming is so much of yourself that if you can put an extra ounce of you into it, I think it's just great. It was never intended to become like a thing. For me, it's just like, oh, another excuse to draw. But it just kind of evolved in a way where like I've drawn my own mascot for a stream called Booger Boy, who's made of snot from when you pick your nose and you flick it. My little fan pets, which are like part vampire, part ferret. They just kind of evolved with the stream.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice actually that I can share my artsy fartsy side a little bit more with a wider, well, whoever comes in to be like, oh, look at the
Yeah.
shiny thing I made.
Hundred
Like
percent.
showing my parents, be like, look at it, put it on your fridge, please. It's so shiny and colorful. Please like it.
Oh my god.
Just
Oh
feels a bit more like my heart out to everybody every time I get to show a little
yeah.
bit more art, to be honest.
Absolutely. Oh, it's wonderful. It really is.
Oh, thank
So
you.
let's talk about streaming then. So how long have you been streaming for, and what were like some of those moments and that those intricate like moments that led towards the like the hitting the go live button for the first time? Yeah, what were some of the key decisions that led to it?
Right. What kind of led me into it was 5 years ago. Oh, I was a 2020 streamer.
Gosh.
um, it didn't start the way that like a lot of people probably did, but for me, it was one of my best friends who I worked with called Bit Missing. He started talking about streaming for years when I worked with him. He was saying how he wanted to start like streaming because he really looks up to all these streamers, and I was like, oh yeah, streaming's cool. Yeah, you
Mm,
should do it. Get yourself a microphone. You do it. I believe in you. And eventually, during the pandemic, he just bit the bullet and went live.
right. Yeah.
And I couldn't help myself. I like made my first ever Twitch account. I've been lurking on Twitch for years, but I never made an account because I didn't see the point because I didn't feel like chatting to anybody because I was like, "Ugh, I don't know anyone. I don't really want to talk to anyone. I just like watching people do their thing. Um, but he was the reason why I made my account. And I was like, oh, because I want to talk to my bestie who's just
Yeah.
started streaming and talk to him while he's live and help spur him on and wave my pom-poms and shared his page onto my Facebook to be like, friends, come in. So I had some of my friends come in and got meeting with him. And then it was like about a month or so, I couldn't help but admire how much fun he was having. And I was like, oh, that looks like a laugh, actually. And then he was like, go on, you should do it. You should do it. And bearing in mind that years beforehand, I've had a lot of people in my life saying that I should start streaming because I love gaming. They all know how much I love to waffle and things like that. And they're like, "Oh, you should stream. You're loud. You'll get on with it." I was like, "No, who wants to talk to me? I'm just a
Oh.
person. Why would anyone want to chat with me? I just play games and I'm just loud. Who likes loud? You know, no one needs an unfiltered me." uh, Funny, innit? And so after watching my best mate do it, I was like, "Oh, go on, it'll be a laugh." And that laugh has lasted 5 years.
Wow.
And so he was the one who spurred me on to do it, and I just never looked back. And now every weekend, screaming on the internet.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's wonderful. So did you play a game? Did you do art? What was your first like
Mhm.
stream? What was it like?
My first stream, I will never forget it because you know how most people before they start streaming they watch all the YouTuber videos being like
Yes.
you should do XYZ, make sure you got this set up, don't forget your internet, check your audio, things like that. Ooh, I didn't watch any YouTube videos.
Okay.
So I sat down in After Effects, made a couple of scenes, like very, very basic. Well, I say basic. They were very nicely drawn scenes of like a starting soon screen, a BRB screen, and then obviously the end screen. And that's all I had. I had a few alerts that were just very, very basic. In fact, a lot of my alerts are still the same sounds now. And I was streaming through Wi-Fi. So that should already give a sign. I
Yeah.
didn't have a webcam on because I didn't see the point. I was like, why does anyone want to see me? There's no point in that. I had a microphone that caught the entire echo of my room because
Oh.
I just moved here. So there was nothing to dampen the sound at all. So it caught the bounce of the wall. My internet was spotty. So I think I dropped like 30,000 frames in that stream. Um, and my audio quality was trash. The bitrate was trash. But I streamed for 7 hours playing Sims 4 with a guy called Chad Chaddington who lived in a yellow caravan with an alien wife from outer space.
See, you went like woof, and then like the ending went, wow, that's amazing. 7 hours, seven small.
Yeah,
That's
I cursed
incredible.
myself there because now I can't do short streams.
Oh
Yeah,
man. Oh
yeah,
goodness
it was
me.
good.
Wow. That's
Mm,
amazing. Sorry. I was expecting the ending there. I was expecting
yeah,
something else. That's incredible. Wow.
yeah.
Fair play. That's incredible. Like a 7 hour stream to start off with. That's unique.
7 hours, dodgy Wi-Fi, so my internet was cutting in and out. I had my close knit friends popping in to be like, "Your audio is trash," and I'm like, "I know it is, but I'm here." It was awful, absolutely awful. But if anything, that's giving me the big oomph to anyone who comes to me to be like, "What do I do when I start?" I'm like, "Just go for it.
Yeah.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about your tech. Don't worry about your Wi-Fi. Don't worry about anything. Just hit go live and see what happens. Even if it's the worst quality ever, who cares? Just have fun. I had 7 hours of fun because I had so much fun. I was only going to go live for half an hour.
Wow.
It's just one of those things. Just do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
That's
Who
incredible.
cares?
Oh, I love that. I love that attitude. That's amazing. So, how did you come up with your name, MissOoky? Obviously, respectfully, obviously, in terms of like, hopefully not like doxing you or anything like that. I don't know what the story is. So, like, is it a pre-stream thing? Is it a stream thing? Yeah. What's the story behind it?
For me, it was a pre-stream thing. So I was very heavily into sharing my artwork. And I love writing stories. And my intention was to become a graphic novelist. So I wanted to write, like, actually illustrate stories. Not comic book, but more storybooks, like children books, that sort of vibe. But children books for adults was my intention. Just really creepy stories about kids just ending up in not so great situations, but coming out glorious in the other end.
Yes.
Don't worry, no one dies usually. So that's nice. But I just kept drawing lots and lots of stories, and I got them all drafted in my book. One day I'll find the time to illustrate them. But I was like, I didn't want to be by my name because I'm very much aware of internet safety because I've been on the internet since it's like conceivedness. So I always knew, don't share your name, don't share your location, keep your age quiet if you're not of age. Things like that. Be careful who you talk to. And being an online presence already with my artwork, I knew that I probably shouldn't go by my name. So I was like, oh, at the time I was going by Spooning Fairy.
Okay.
Because it was there's a story with it, I promise. It was because I was DJing on Second Life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was a Second Life user. I loved it. It was where I got my socials from. Autistic as heck, didn't have a lot of friends. Second Life was where I learned how to converse with other people and communicate better and basically learn how to just be me and in an acceptable place where people just don't mind you just being yourself so long as you're not a weirdo. Most people are like, cool, you can flourish here. So originally I was like going by my persona. I was a furry as well. Double whammy here. Obviously, Second Life furry. And so my persona was called Snowy Ghost because ghosts, like ysbrids, I love all things like that. And Snowy because, well, I was there like a little pale Arctic fox fennec thing from hell, that sort of thing. And then I started DJing, and then I was DJ Spooning Fairy because it was the whole play on words of like spooning music into people's ear holes as if it's like medicine, that sort of thing. Here's your cereal.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's not a very good author name, is it? Spooning Fairy. I mean, it's fun, but it never felt like it was me. And neither did Snowy Ghost. Those were just like names I came up with to resemble myself, but not a name that felt intrinsically me. But then as I was sitting down, be like, what can my author name be? What can I be? And then I was looking at like a lot of pen names people have where it starts with Mr. and Miss. And I was like, okay, Miss. Miss is easy. I'll be a Miss, but Miss what? I need to have a last name, at least a last name. And I was thinking about it for ages. And then it kind of hit me like a ton of bricks how I was trying to think of how people describe me. And a lot of the word that came up was a lot of people call me Ooky, like spooky and kooky. And then I was like, Ooky. Yeah. MissOoky.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. Plus, I love cookies. So it kind of makes me think of cookies too. They're sweet. They're yummy. Spooky things. Bit weird. Great. Kooky. Yeah. So it just kind of became a thing. So I was like, okay. Author name, MissOoky. Brilliant. Fabulous. We're going to go with that. And so it naturally just became how I identify. Even now when I meet people, I call myself Ooky or Ooks.
Yeah.
Because that's just how I feel is my name to everyone. Because my offline name is just what doctors and my workmates use. And my mother when she's cross.
Yes.
That's the only time anyone ever uses my offline name.
Yeah.
But Ooky and Ooks just is. So I was like, oh, I'll make that my Twitch thing. And lo and behold, it's just nice. It's really reaffirming when people call me Ooky. I'm like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you for not questioning it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Reminds me a lot of Johnny's not my real name. No,
definitely not. He's not Googleable.
No, definitely not. No. I'm not Johnny at all. I'm Patrick. No.
What's the beard? Oh, that's a lie as well.
There's been running gag on my channel a couple of years ago of how did you come up with the name Johnny B? It's like, well, and I'd reel off this really random ass story about completely BS about it. Anyway, yeah, but I'm John. And I just remember the pandemic year, like when I was spending so much more time online and stuff like that, like we all were. And it was so weird to go back into the work environment and be called by my real name. I was so used to be called Johnny everywhere or JB, and it was like, huh, yeah. It took me a long time to kind of readdress and recalibrate. So yeah.
It completely throws my personality, to be honest with you, because like when I just go around as Ooky, who I am, is when I'm completely unfiltered, no masks up. I'm just am who you get, you know.
Mm.
But then the moment someone throws up my offline name, it's like, "Dern moment. Yes, I'm in company time now. I mean business," and then everything shuts off, and then I just become very business minded.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It is odd, isn't it? It is so funny how we adapt to our environments in that respect. Goodness. Yeah. Wow.
Millions.
I love your name, by the way. I love the story. You're so good at storytelling. Can I just say, I love your stories. You're so
like
wonderful.
It was a job I wanted to do.
I know, but just the flow is just wonderful. It's so good. So streaming for 5 years and a COVID streamer. I think I had someone called it a COVID baby. Someone called it that once. So yeah, funny. But yeah, wonderful time to start streaming. It's such a good time. I miss those days in a certain way.
I miss the introvertness of it all. So nice when you're an introvert. Oh, no expectation to go outside. Brilliant.
Yes. Social distancing, I miss so much. I really miss it. But yeah, so over those 5 years then, what are some of your favourite streaming memories?
Oh, I have so many. Even my community will know this. Every single Monday or Sunday, I will post in my Discord being like, this was the best weekend ever. Thank you. And I'm sure they're tired of hearing it. But I do mean it. Every weekend, it tops last weekend. So it makes it really hard to think of like actual highlights because every weekend's been a good weekend. Because I'm a weekend streamer, you know, because the idea was to work alongside and then do streaming on the weekends. But I'd say highlight moments. Oh God, I have so many. There's obviously the charity streams, which I think are always a given. When you do something for someone else or another cause, it's always heartwarming, especially when you see your community round up and they're all like, yeah, we got this. Let's go and give a quid to someone. It's just always so heartwarming to know that you organized that and you were a part of something to make a difference. So those are always a given highlights, I think, that just really mark how far and how amazing streaming is for building a community of people who just want to do some good and have a good time. But, vivid memories that are absolutely, oh my God, I have too many. It would have to obviously be the conception of my thing that's called the Book of Subs.
Yes.
Which, for those who are listening and do not know, the Book of Subs is something I started just over 3 years ago now, where it was a hardback cover of a sketchbook where I wanted to introduce artsy-fartsy things on Fridays because I wanted to stop GTA role-playing because it wasn't my thing anymore. Loved it. Just didn't like the people I was role-playing with so much because it's a very interesting area when you are a woman online. And there's quite a few dodgy individuals that just made it not fun anymore. But outside of the side of the internet, I wanted to be able to make a physical memory book. You know, we were talking about physical things that you like to hold in your hands, like collectibles and things. I wanted something like that to commemorate streaming on Twitch. And for me, it was, well, I love drawing and I draw my emotions out into every single piece. So why don't I make my own photo album, but make it through drawings? So I started the Book of Subs. So every time someone would subscribe, I would ask them, would you want anything drawn in the book? And it could be something like a short prompt, a tree, an angry potato, a guinea pig with a knife and a silly hat, something like that. And I would write in my notebook. And then on Fridays, I would draw for 3 hours, drawing all these prompts into the book so that I had something to look back on in case I ever stopped streaming or something were to happen to Twitch or whatever, you know, because you never know what's going to happen in life.
Yeah.
And I wanted something physical to hold on to and actually reflect on everybody who went that one step further from just lurking, which is an incredible thing to do, is to lurk. I don't think people really realize how amazing it is to lurk.
Oh yeah.
Big shout out to the lurkers. You are amazing people.
We love
Thank
you,
you for making
lurkers.
yeah, making the shadows so warm and comfy for everybody. I really appreciate it. And then those who chat, who hype up the air, like your little corner, and just want to have banter and just make all these wonderful memories. But I wanted to commemorate those who would go another step further of your supporting you, and that's to help you financially. And I thought even now it's still maddening to me that anybody wants to subscribe, because it's like, why? It's a choice. You can easily make no choice on that one and just hang out and chat. You don't have to do that. It's never an obligation. Never feel it. But I wanted a way for me to be able to see everyone's contribution to my my journey on here. You know? And something to look back on and be like, man, look at all these people who just supported me in getting a new PC when my PC went down. That book would literally help me rebuild my PC when it kept blue screening. And everyone who subscribed helped me buy that new PC so I could carry on streaming. It's because there's people I was able to buy like a new fancy microphone, the DSLR I'm using as a webcam, you know? All these little things. So looking back at that book, I feel like that's a really big highlight, to know that I've been able to keep it up every Friday because there's always prompts to put in, and it's over 3 years old, and I'm only 2 pages away from filling it out completely. And it's it makes me very mushy and sappy and a bit tearful inside. How warm of a 3-year-long highlight.
Yes.
A constant reminding of people believing in you. It's just really remarkable,
100%.
to be honest with you. It's such an emotional highlight. I know it's not like in one instance, but it's
I love that.
Every Friday for 3 years.
Yes.
For like 3 hours after work, whatever week I've had, to be reminded of people's generosity, of their time and their belief in you. It's so incredible to think that, let's start streaming as a laugh. And yet I'm helping other people have a laugh. So much a laugh, in fact. They want to help support it, carry on, even when your computer's breaking, even when your microphone's trash, even when you don't even have a webcam. But they want to help you go further in your journey. It's amazing. It really is amazing, to be honest. Truly. So I'd say that would probably be one of the bigger highlights. But there's so many to talk about. Like there's just too many, way too many. The day that my chat supported me in building a blanket fort when my PC was breaking, and I did a magic show and everyone's like, oh my god, magic! The day it was the science stream and we all marveled about potato clocks actually working. It's just so many things. The Vampuary, when everyone supported going through the vampire months of, did you know this about Legacy Kane? It's like, yes, I did know it within the first 5 minutes of streaming it. Oh, it's just incredible. The support of people making memes. It's just it's hard to pinpoint one highlight, but I think that would be the biggest highlight. Because it's a constant reminder of just what you've built and the corner you've grown.
Yes.
Of other people who wanted to just hang out.
Exactly.
Or is we just hang out.
We say that's all it is, but like that's not just all it is. It's so powerful what you just said, isn't it? And it's bottled in one what it's about, isn't it? It's wonderful, and I'm sure your community listening to this or watching this is like, because that hit me as well.
Out there, because I am internally really hard not to tap myself.
Yes. Oh wow, that was wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. That got me. Need to compose myself now. So I do have a question for you from a previous streamer. I haven't asked it, yes. So a previous streamer asks featured streamer a question. They don't know who it's for. So the question that's been landed for you, Ooky, is what's a moment in a game that genuinely moved you to tears and why? So keeping with the emotion theme, let's keep it there. Sorry, it didn't mean for that, but oops.
It's all good. I'll just cry. It's okay. I didn't work hard on this makeup today at all.
Oh no.
I say there are 2 games that come straight to mind for 2 very different reasons. The first time I ever played BioShock, seeing Rapture for the first time, There's
Yeah.
something about that fall into another world that's so unexpected. After such a tumultuous like start where you're crashing into the waters, you see like a lighthouse, you climb up into it and you explore this Art Nouveau location, you get into this up and you see Rapture for the first time.
Yeah.
That is such an I don't know about anyone else, but that was a really impactful moment to me of being like, "Oh my god, we're not in Kansas anymore." And it's so beautiful, yet obviously decayed, and the excitement of the adventure that's going to come to be like, "Oh, wow, I'm here." And BioShock does it every time. When you go to Colombia for the first time,
Yeah.
that the, like, sirens are going off, you get shot into the sky, and you
Yeah.
see Colombia open up, and that moment of serene, and the music plays, and it's all warm, and it's like a daydream of, "Is this real life?"
Mhm.
Those moments, that BioShock, I don't know what it is, gets my feelings
Yeah.
every time. Just because of the beauty and the way they hype up the interaction that you're about to be in this world, and it's such an immersive feeling. So, so good. Next to that one, I would say, in the same line, it just reminded me, it's Fallout 4. What a
Okay. Yeah.
horrid start to a game. And I mean that in a, like, not a nasty way,
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
a really, like, impactful way, where you start, you have a family. Everything's fine and dandy. You speak to the Vault Tech guy. You're like, "Oh, yeah, I know what's gonna come because it's Fallout. I know at some point the nukes are gonna come down and kill everyone and everything's gonna get really horrible and apocalyptic." But it's the way that they do it at the time when it came out was incredible. Like, you're on top of the elevator that's gonna go down, and you can see it hit, and everything goes white, and that I love games that have impacts like that, of really throwing you into the world,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and I just takes me aback. But then I do have one more game that I will never forget for making me cry, because I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it was called, I think it was called The Last Kingdom, if I remember rightly. It was by the same people who did The Last Guardian, sorry, The Last Guardian
Oh yes,
with
they made
the giant
Ico and
the
Shadow of the
giant cat.
Colossus. Yes,
Mhm.
I've not played The
Yeah.
Last Guardian, but yeah, I've heard
Oh,
it's good. Yeah.
it's brilliant. I was so excited for that release that, my partner got me, like, the tin case because he knew how excited I was to play, because I was like, "Oh my god, it's gonna be beautiful, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be one journey that won't feel like anything else in my life again." And I spent a full week playing it nonstop. Like, as soon as I would come home from work, I would play until early hours in front of my TV with the lights off, just solidly in that world. And when I finished it, I cried my eyes out. But the reason I cried my eyes out isn't because, "Oh, that was such a lovely story, wasn't it? Oh, so nice and heartwarming. I don't know what to do with my life now." It was an incredible world. The character designs were great. The puzzles I really enjoyed. However, there was one big issue with it that really grated me, and that's you're fighting the camera controls
Oh,
constantly.
right.
Constantly. And so by the time I got to the end, it was like tears of relief. I'd be like, "I've done it!
Yes.
I've seen it to credits. It was a great game. But oh my god, it was such a pain in my backside to finish." And I
Oh
remember it
man.
was like 2 o'clock in the morning. This is when I lived in Cardiff. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just finished it. I was crying my eyes out. My partner, he just finished his shift at Fuel doing some audio techie things. And so I had to walk into town to go and meet him. And he was like, "How are you?" I'm like, "I'm done it." And he's like, "Oh, was it good?" I was like, "No, it was awful. Well, it was good, but I don't think I've ever had such an emotional reaction to seeing credits quite
Yeah.
like it. I really enjoy that. That's
Yeah.
something was so painful to finish, but it was so good. It's so
Yeah.
annoying. It was brilliant, but it was horrible to experience at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm getting Frodo it's done moments in my
yeah.
head.
Waking up and the next one be like, "Oh, I don't have to play anymore." And it
Yes.
sounds awful to have that sudden relief, but it's
Yes.
also a terrific moment. Just the moment.
Oh yeah.
That was so good. Something that threw me through a loop. Have you played Red Dead Redemption 2?
I've not played them yet. No, I want to play the first one before I play
Do
the
you
second
know
one.
much about it?
I've tried to avoid it.
Okay, I won't talk about it. I
Okay,
will
okay.
not, because I want to. I hope I get to hear you feel what I felt,
Yeah.
because I went into it also avoiding everything possible because
Yeah.
I didn't want to know. And it's brilliant. Brilliant storytelling. I was very moved by that game. So good. That and Cyberpunk modern, but the endings are rough.
I've heard that the ending of 2 is I don't know the spoilery aspect of it, although I know it's a prequel. So yeah.
Highly recommend Red Dead Redemption 2. Brilliant. Very, very good.
I've got one final question, Ooky, which is just simply to ask, what advice would you give anyone thinking of picking up streaming?
Do it.
Yes, you've already kind of answered it, I suppose, haven't you?
Yeah. Just do it. I know a lot of people will think about a lot of things like what do you call it? Watching a lot of YouTubers beforehand. Don't. Don't unless you just want to know the tech of how things work. Like, don't use slobs, in my opinion. I prefer OBS. OBS is a lot more versatile to work with. Slobs is good as an introduction. OBS is way more versatile, in my opinion, of what you can do with it. Besides, you can import slob things into it anywho. So it's swings and roundabouts, just go for OBS. It's what everyone uses. There's a reason for it. Don't worry about having a camera. Don't worry about having the top of the line microphone. Don't put money into it because you might hate it. Truthfully, you might do a couple streams and go, ugh.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So put no money into it. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but it's investment for my gaming tech. If that's the case, do it. But don't put money in it. Just use what you've got. Use your headset microphone. Use your dodgy Wi-Fi. Have no cam on. Don't even bother with your like starting soon screen or ending screen. Just go live. And most importantly, just have fun and be you. Don't worry about things that a lot of people talk about, which is numbers. Don't look at it. Turn that off. Don't that stuff does not tell you how successful you are. How successful you are should be, are you having fun? If yes, you've won the day. I always go into every single stream hoping to make one person smile. That's usually me. If I make myself smile, then I'm already having a great time. Everyone else is a bonus.
Yes,
Don't care about anyone out there. No, it's all about me. No.
No, not
but
at all.
try and make at least one person smile, even if it's yourself. Just do it. You might hate it. You might absolutely loathe it, and it's not for you. But the sooner you do it, sooner you'll find out, is it for you? Will you have fun? Are you having fun? Cool. All right. Well, keep going. Oh, you've got a couple of chatters now. That's nice, isn't it? That's really lovely. Oh, it's really, really awesome. Don't forget to rate out and spread that love out that you've gained in your corner. When people bring them to your space, have fun. It's all groovy. Don't take it seriously. Just do it. Don't worry about anything else. Just focus on having fun and hopefully making someone out there have a great day. Don't worry if no one's chatting. Just have a good time. Don't forget to chat out your emotions either, because that's always nice. Unless you're a quiet streamer, then that's a given. Be quiet. Shut up. But if you are wanting to have a chat, just say what you're doing. Just be you. Just have a giggle. Do it. It's literally my number one. Just do it. Don't worry about the money side of it. Just do it. You know, don't worry about putting money into it. I started with trash. I told you I dropped like 30,000 frames.
Yeah.
In my first stream. It was awful. Terrible quality. Awful bit rate. I think I wasn't even streaming at 1080, 1920. I think I was on like 720. Awful. But it did it.
7 hours.
Yeah, 7 hours of non-stop banter. It was great. I talked non-stop trash. It was awesome. Just have fun. Just do it.
Okay, yeah. I'm generally not just saying this. I think this may be one of my favorite podcasts I've done. So you say love that. Every weekend. No, I promise. That was
the best one yet.
This is the best podcast yet. No, genuinely, I mean it. That was wonderful. I appreciate you so much. You've given some wonderful advice, some wonderful stories. I love this. So thank you. Thank you from me for being here. That was wonderful.
Thank you for having me. I've really enjoyed it. Nice to get to know you a bit more too.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Thank you. So, just one more time, can you tell us where you can find you on social media?
Everywhere.
You can't escape.
No, you just search MissOoky and I pop up. I'm on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. I'm very active on Blue Sky as well. Twitter, or also known as X Twitter.
Yes.
I'm on Facebook where you can find my artwork. I also have a secondary YouTube channel called Just Ooky, which is highlight reels and variety stuff as and when I have got time to make things. I just search MissOoky. I'll pop up in Google.
Yes. Absolutely. And I know a lot of you are here because of MissOoky, and thank you for being here. If you're not, do it. Follow her. Get going. Absolutely wonderful person.
Exclamation point SO. Follow Johnny Beard. Go and give them some love and head pats. I dare you. I triple dare you. Because if you don't, I'll do a poo in your shoe.
Oh, there we go. Then. Please don't. Please, you've been warned. Oh, thank you so much for watching / listening. I will see you on the next one. Much love. Bye-bye.
Bye.